I'm going to get all of the excess oils and dirt off my face with the L'Oreal Hydra Fresh toner. That's alcohol free. I'm putting this on a cotton ball so that I can just wipe over my face and kind of let it dry for a couple seconds. And now that that is dry, I am using the NYX Honey Face Primer, which is something that I just love the texture. This is going to make my face, give me that dewy look, because I'm going to put a lot of product on my face and it's going to dry it out. So I really like using this face primer, and you only need a little bit. Now I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit in Ash Brown. This kit also comes with a tweezer if you want to tweeze your eyebrows and get them in shape. But I mainly love that applicator, that angled shape applicator that is really small. And I'm looking down at a mirror now so that I can just line my eyebrows up. And now I'm going on the top to just create a line. And then I'm going to darken them. So now I have the spoolie. And I am just brushing everything in to make it look more seamless. Because when you fill them in, you really want everything to look as one. Now this is the Ruby Kisses Concealer in Chocolate Brown. So to clean up my eyebrows, I'm going to put that right under. I'm going to just line that right under, and I'm also going to do the same thing on the top. This is going to give me that airbrush look that I really, really love. So right now I'm just taking my time, and I have my little mirror, and you know, just making them look as sharp as possible. Now that my eyebrows are cleaned up and I've swept everything with that little brush that you see, I'm going in with the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel to set everything, and then I will be done with my brows. This next product that I'm going to prime my eyelid with is by Makeup Revolution. Conceal and Define in the color C1. I'm placing this all over the lid, and now I'm using this brush by Eco Tools to buff it out, and I am using swiping up motions. That's perfectly fine for what I'm doing right now. Now I'm taking, and that's how Makeup Revolution looks. That's how it comes. It's really small. Now I'm going in with MAC Matte Eyeshadow in Red Brick, and I'm using this for my transition color. So now I'm going to pat it first into where I want that transition to be, and then I'll probably start swiping motions like you're seeing now. And it's okay that I'm coming down on the white part because I'm going to reapply that primer. But I noticed that when I do this step, it picks up the color more, and you see the transition more. So no matter what eyeshadow I use, no matter what color, as long as I do this step, I am fine. Now I'm going in with the MAC Matte Eyeshadow in Brown Script. I'm placing that right underneath Red Brick. I'm doing this so that I get a gradient effect. And these two colors pair up so nicely. I love the transition when I use these. Now that I'm done with that part, I'm going to attempt to do a cut crease. So I'm going back in with that Makeup Revolution in C1, and I'm very gently trying to make a seamless line. But I'm taking also in consideration that I don't want to go too high, because then the whole look will be an epic fail. I want to go high enough, keeping in mind the shape of my eye, which is more slanted than round. So now I am going to go in with that buffer brush, and instead of doing a swiping motion, I want to pat this dry. So I'm patting it dry gently. And now I'm noticing that I like to go just a little higher. So I went back in, and as you can see, I'm going to mess up towards the edge line a little bit. I'm gonna, in a second, I'm gonna mess up towards the edge line right there. And instead of looking for a brush to get it off, I'm gonna get it off with my fingertip and be on with the next step. Yep. So now that is the look that I like. So I'm going to buff this out. This is exactly how I want the crease to be. And on this concealer, I'm actually going to apply the main color, which is a deep dark purple. Now, I do have to apologize for this portion because I was recording on my iPhone and having storage issues. I know, I need a DSLR camera. I really do. It took me time to delete stuff and get it where I wanted it. So I did have to apply the makeup look to both eyes. I'm sorry you guys can't see that. But right now I am applying the last lash right now. And these lashes are in style Heavenly, and they're by Exclusive Eyelash, which is my lash company. You can find that on Instagram as well as in the description box. So I am just looking to, at this point they're dry, but I want to press it in to make sure it's really dry. And then I'm going to continue with the face look. So now I'm going in with the Bare Minerals Tinted Moisturizer in Sienna. And I've already wet my beauty sponge a little bit. So I'm just putting that on there. And I'm going to now pat that into my face. And I'm actually doing swiping motions when it gets up under my eye. But for the main part, I'm trying to pat it in. So now I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Liquid Concealer in Cafe. And I'm using this to highlight places where I want the highlight to go. So under my eye, but I'm not taking that out too far past the edge of my eyebrow. On top of my lip where that V is, and on the bridge of my nose, as well as a little bit on my forehead. Now I'm buffing this highlight out with my beauty blender. So I'm going up under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, as well as on top of my forehead and on top of my lip, so that I can get that seamless highlight and then get myself ready for the baking process. Now, before I actually bake, you'll see that I'm putting a napkin on my shirt line because this particular bake, the Benai Topaz powder, I noticed that it does stain your clothing. It's not like the banana the banana powder where you can just, it goes off your shirt when you know, it's not like that. I do find that it stains it and it's kind of hard to get off. So I'll put a napkin there, and I'm taking that beauty blender. I'm just dipping it in the top of it to place it where I want it to bake. I noticed that when I do it like this, it's a lot less messy than me actually trying to do it on a brush. So now to set everything, I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Press Powder in Java to just put this all over my face. And the bronzer that I'm going to use is from Fenty in Mocha Mommy. I really like this bronzer. So I'm just applying it at the edge of my cheekbone, under my eye. It brings a nice color to my face as well. This blush is from Black Radiance in the color Warm Berry. And I like to put this on the apples of my cheeks. Those two together look really nice, and they bring a nice color right back to my face after I've done that whole bake process. So now I'm just wiping off my lip to get it ready to put on some lipstick, as well as a nice dark brown lip liner that you can find at any local beauty supply store for 99¢. This lipstick, this is the NYX Suede lipstick in Moonwalk. And I really like this color. And I would really suggest using some type of a liner with it, because without it, it just doesn't look, it doesn't reach its potential. But with the liner, it's like va va voom. And with this type of color, you want a va va voom effect. So this is the final look. I attached some pictures just for you guys to get a better view. I hope you liked it. This is a nice nighttime or daytime glam. It's very, very easy to do. I've linked all of the products in the description box. And thank you for watching my channel.